Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This could be our final match of day number 1. It's 5 of the 6 games for Dreamhack Bucharest, a 4-team invitational tournament, organized, of course, by Dreamhack, nonetheless. But it's Alliance versus Fluffy Bears, your loser bracket finals, with Alliance holding a 1-0 lead in the best of 3. I'm LD, joined here by Merlady. Ben, is it going to go 3 games? That's the question right now.
Fluffy Bears need to get their game together. They need better teamwork.
A little less fluff, a little more claws and teeth, perhaps.
Or fuzzy bears.
Yeah, a little less fluff, a little more fuzz. Let's see if they got it. Draft's underway. We'll be hopping into it momentarily, but yeah, here we go. Game number 2. You got nothing?
This is the most common draft. The 4 heroes banned out, and then the 5th one picked up. So already pretty good draft for Fluffy Bears, I'd say. Alliance immediately pick up SD Marana. SD, pretty good versus Bat Rider. Marana, hero that we haven't seen yet this series, that was banned out last game, and yeah, decent versus Bat Rider.
I just liked your moment of silence there for the fluff.
I had nothing to add to that.
That's okay. There wasn't much to work with. My apologies, my friend. They'll pick up the bat first, like you said. You know, not many teams going for trades, I will say. Like, generally, it's just that one hero that gets through.
Well, the heroes are just so annoying to play against. You just never want to play against them.
It's the 5 most annoying heroes in Dota.
Well, Treant is pretty annoying.
I think he's number 6, honestly. This Treant Protector.
Yeah, I probably agree with that.
Well, they'll get the Bat Rider. Should be Arise's offlaner most likely. That support Treant Protector for Zizo, or maybe for Come With Me. They still need Denny and Havos heroes as well. So, cores to go. We'll see what they look to do. Alliance now. With this Marana pickup, they have run it as support on occasion.
Reserve time.
But I tend to think it'll be the carry for Loda this game.
Yes, I agree. I mean, I don't know, Bulldog's been expanding his hero pool, though. He hasn't been playing Darkseer that much, but it looks like he's been playing a lot more just ever since Starladder. So that's good. Admiral Bulldog's flexibility and offlane heroes has always been a point of question for Alliance, and some people say it's their weak point.
He's been I'd say he's been reasonably versatile as of late. I mean, he doesn't play the largest pool of heroes, but he plays enough of variety that gets the job done. And actually, he was not the player at Starladder with the smallest hero pool. I forget who it was, but Brian made some stat sheets for us before the event, and yeah, it was not Bulldog who had the least heroes played for this patch out of the offlaners. So the rumors of his lack of versatility are greatly exaggerated. It was Mag with the least, apparently. Didn't stop Empire from finishing 2nd place, though. So there you go.
Maybe versatility is not key.
Excellence is more important than a breadth of possible heroes. The Wisp Band comes out for Alliance now. Fluffy Bears yet to run it when we've cast them, but it's just that annoying X factor of a hero, and we'll see what they go for now. Ancient Apparition is the ban out from the Bears. It's honestly something that they could have looked to pick with the Bat Rider. We've seen teams open that way quite a bit. Bat Rider, Ancient Apparition, good just global gank potential, but they don't want to give it away to Alliance here. And now a Luna ban from Alliance, so a natural partner for the Shadow Demon, a hero that Loda plays a decent amount, but with the Marana pick, not something we see S4 take too often. Definitely not something we see Bulldog on, so.
Could be EGM or Aki's hero.
It could be their support, but banning the Luna here makes me think that it's not.
Ooh.
This was the hero that people were picking to deal with Living Armor initially, with Dark Pact to remove a lot of the charges.
It's really good to deal with Bat, too.
Interesting little pickup, but on paper it looks good versus Bat Tree. The issue is, I feel like Slark often looks good on paper, but then you get into the mid game and he doesn't have a reliable stun. You can often TP out when he ganks you, and if he doesn't snowball, how much does he really offer you later on in the game?
He does need a snowball, but I think he's a very nice, aggressive fighter carry too. Only problem is he doesn't trade well in free farm situations, so if the other team plays passively, then generally you don't get that far ahead. But at the same time, he is pretty scary late game. Like I think he can definitely handle a hero like Lifestealer on equal farm, and that Essence shift is actually a little ridiculous. I think Loda's Slark was one of the Slarks that I saw with like plus something ridiculous.
He had like plus 80 agility or something.
Yeah, and he was just crushing people.
Yeah, the hero can get completely out of control. They'll go for the Chen now, so there will not be a support Marana from the looks of things. That should be Loda's hero. I guess a Slark going mid for S4.
I
Could be an S4
I think
Marana.
Loda's going to play it. It could be Admiral Bulldog Marana, too.
How many games does Admiral Bulldog even have on Marana?
Yeah, I would...
I don't think he's ever played it in a competitive match.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I don't think I've seen him play it.
5 seconds remaining.
No, it's certainly not. It's certainly not as prevalent as his Lone Druid. Well, the Bears still need their damage dealers. 0 games on Marana for Bulldog.
Well, the mass heal strat from Fluffy Bears, Treant, Dazzle, and Batrider, but
The Godblack strat.
they need more aggression, though. They need something to dump into the Batrider ultimate, because right now they don't really have that much burst. Dazzle heal, like, maybe, if they have a lot of heroes swarmed around it, but that's not reliable at all.
There is the lifesteal out there, but not the best matchup versus most of these Alliance heroes, and instead they'll go a different direction. They'll go for the Dendimon Shadow Fiends. This will be their solo mid, the Arise Bat in the off lane, and now the only question is going to be, what does Havost take to the safe lane? What will Mr. Havost be playing this game?
Trying to think of heroes that match up well versus Slark. Potom definitely does not. Weaver typically does not do very well either. Who else can they pick? Shadow Fiend's very good versus Slark, though. He has a lot of AoE damage that you can dump during Shadow Dance, too. And just simple right clicks makes Slark pretty squishy. It's just difficult to get to the Shadow Fiend.
Storm matches up very well against these Alliance heroes. They have 1 disable.
I don't think Havost...
And very little
does
burst
Havost
either.
actually play Storm, though?
He has played Storm, I believe, for Navi, though. I don't remember it being one of his most successful heroes. But on paper, I think it's a decent matchup here. The other main option, I guess, is Lifestealer to go with the Batrider, but...
That's banned out.
Oh,
They just banned it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It is something
is there?
that's not susceptible to the Shadow Demon Marana combo.
It's also, I guess, like... We've seen a Spectre, but that's in much different drafts, so I don't think that'll be the pick this game.
It's too
It's
passive,
Farming
I think.
Venomancer they like to run, but normally that's for the push strat. They also...
5 seconds
What else is
remaining.
there? Viper? It's also normally when they're going for more of those push lineups.
Yeah, Viper's alright. They need a hero that can
What about Doom?
chase.
What about Doom this game?
Doom would be pretty good. Doom's very, very good versus Slark.
Yeah, good versus Slark, and I don't think Alliance are not that tanky either. So if he gets off a Doom on any of these heroes, then they're pretty much dead.
Yeah, so it's either a mid Slark or a mid Marana. That's pretty interesting. So S4 probably... I don't think he has any of those competitive games on record. Heroes played.
There's also Wraith King. Actually, Wraith King would be pretty decent here, I think.
Yeah, the problem with Wraith King, he just gets his like stats stolen nonstop by Slark since he lived for so long.
Actually, yeah, he might lose all his int and not have mana.
I would like the Doom pick.
5 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
S4 has no games on Slark either.
So,
Wow.
I mean, theoretically, it could be a Shadow Demon mid. Shadow
Reserve
Demon's
time.
not terrible in mid, but
Is this Alliance's first ever Slark game?
no, I don't know. I've seen Loda play it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Loda plays a lot. Okay.
It will be the Doombringer. Doom owns Slark. They should have banned it out. Doom's much scarier than Lifestealer. Lifestealer is like annoying to deal with because you can't actually kill him with the disrupting the arrow setup, but he gets kited around by Slark pretty hard.
And they already had some heroes that deal well with the Lifestealer. Like you said, the Slark, also the Shadow Demon Purge, and even Chen is a good hero against him. Can send someone back who's in danger, but Dendy's actually on the Doom. I'm haven't seen a Havost Shadow Fiend that I can.
Oh wow, that's it. That is.
This could be one of those switcheroos. We'll see. We'll bide our time here, but S4 is handling the Slark for now. Loda on the Marana. Will be that first game ever.
Slark versus Shadow Fiend. That's not a good matchup. They have swapped.
Okay, so it is the Shadow Fiend going mid. It was just the old switcheroo, and Alliance also pulled a switcheroo. They started off with Loda on the Marana and switched those two around as well. So both teams going for mind games, and nobody's been fooled. Bulldog ushering on the crowd, just urging them to raise their dongers. Havost just saying, what's up, bros? Good luck, have fun. Let's get into it, guys. It's Alliance versus Bears. Could be your final match of day one. Only the grand finals tomorrow. Winner of this moves on to play Cloud9, who will be much more well-rested and looking to take home their second tournament championship of 2014 to go with the Well, actually, no. Monster Invitational, they finished second. So this will be their first LAN win of the year, I believe. There's MLG from late last year, but... Well, let's introduce the teams now. You've got Alliance on the Dire side, Loda playing the Slark,
30 seconds.
EGM on that support shadow demon, been doing all the drafting for this team this tournament. Ake on the Chen, S4 the Mirana, and Bulldog playing the Clockwork. Meanwhile, on the Radiant side, the Bears, we have Arise standing in for this Na'Vi mix as the Batrider. He's Fireflied, cleared out most of these trees, deployed an Observer Ward, so he's got some great vision of the offlane. And then Zizo on the Dazzle. Solo mid goes Dendi, going for the RTZ block, just going to make sure he gets a good creep start. Hopefully Havost on the Doom, and that does leave Come With Me on the tree. So, kind of an awkward double melee lane here bottom against Clockwork, but let's keep an eye on our creep block mid. Very important for the Shadow Fiend versus anything matchup.
Yep, both mid heroes pulled a fair amount. S4, 3 tangos, Dendi, 2 tangos. Mirana's base damage is not very great, though. She has 54 with a Wraithbane and 2 branches, just 2 more than Shadow Fiend, so S4's going to have his work cut out for him in this early game, but not if EGM's there.
Yeah, they kind of need to dual lane this. Up against the dual lane from Alliance, this is very easy to kill Dendi if he's even slightly out of position.
Yeah, and Zizo's there.
He's already skilled Grave as well. Just no hesitation. Keep Dendi alive at all costs. That's the call. In the safe lane for Alliance, they will run the Slark here along with the Ake Chen. So, basically a 1v1 for the Slark. He'll probably get an early magic stick and then into his boots. And well, the downside of running this dual lane is they're going to give away a lot more to this Batrider. Should be able to get easy levels, and they can even look to stack some camps with the Dazzle. Yeah, and catch them up for a fast Blink Dagger. So, that looks pretty good for the Bears as long as they're not dying mid. And in their safe lane, running the Doom, he should get good farm against Bulldog, but Bulldog also will not be kept out of the offlane by this double melee safe lane. So, both offlaners should have a good time this game.
Yeah, we're just watching Loda farm up a little bit. He does have the magic stick at the ready. Aki switched to the Hellbear Smasher creep after having the Satyr Hellstealer. And not sure if he's going to harass. He can't really
Dendi's got to be a bit careful here. He walks really far in. S4 throws the arrow. It actually misses, though. Oh, that could have been a first blood.
Yeah, especially since Dazzle was so far away.
Yeah, I'm really surprised he went in with Zizo backing off the stack. But it works out in the end, so maybe he saw the future.
Whew. He did have that range creep right next to him, too.
Yeah, his movement there was smart after the disruption. And the timing wasn't quite picture perfect for the combo.
Arise.
Top lane needs a latch and now might end up going down. He will go down first blood to Alliance. Ake picks up with the Test of Faith. Meanwhile, mid lane, they've gone in on Dendi. Almost get the kill with this one. Can't quite do it though. Well, they lose the Batrider off lane. Granted, he can catch up, and he did manage to buy his Tranquil Boots. Meanwhile, Bulldog also dying, so both off lane are struggling.
It's a big creep wave, but he is level 2. He will be able to get back there in time if... Actually, he doesn't have a TP scroll. He actually will get... EGM will buy him one, so he doesn't miss out on that big wave.
Yeah, that's a wave that he desperately needs, and Arise bought his Tranquil Boots before going down, and was he pulled... Yeah, he was pulled TP scrolls as well by Come With Me, so both team supports being forced to buy some early TPs. That's going to delay things like boots for them, and... Well... just slow down their farm progression a bit.
He doesn't want to move into jungle yet because he doesn't want to take the stacks from Shadow Fiend. And at the same time, it is pretty hard for a Chen to pressure a Batrider constantly.
Yeah, that was a nice kill, but it's a fairly difficult kill to pull off on Bat. They just caught him in an awkward position and managed to get that leash. If he jukes that, that's not going to happen. Another disrupt mid. But Dendi's not really feeling too much pressure here. 8 and 7, up to 12 souls. With the Dazzle just parked mid, it is a pretty difficult kill. And now he's at level 2 as well, so he's got the heal and the Grave.
They're doing well in terms of shutting him down in terms of CS, though. 8 and 7 on the Shadow Fiend. S4 has a lot more last hits and a couple more denies, too.
Rise is going to be here to remove Ake's free path up to the jungle. However, he will get caught potentially by a leap. Nice juke by Arise. Oh, he needed that one too, Loda. The leap's cooling down, the pounce, only level 2, and now Living Armor gets thrown out. Yeah, we didn't see that last time top earlier. I almost forgot there was a... Well, he'll get the creep kill here. I almost forgot there was a tree in the game, but I guess the Living Armor must have been used mid or elsewhere.
S4 going for the rune. Looks like Arise is making his way there too. Not quite enough mana for Firefly, but...
Arrow gets launched out mid. Won't connect, though.
Easy soul for Dendi.
Yeah, he's getting his souls. I guess that's kind of your biggest concern as the Shadow Fiend, is make sure you don't get completely shut down early on.
Well, and Dazzle has this huge stack for them too, so he might not have as much CS, but he will very soon.
Yeah. Well, assuming they give it to Dendi, there is a slight chance they leave it for the bat, but Shadow Fiend's farm generally more important.
Yeah, especially when you get dual lane in mid.
And you also want to keep the bat up top just to at least apply some pressure to the Slark. Don't let him free farm, and don't let this Chen go all over the place. Keep the Chen focused on bottling you up and just locking you down in the top lane. It makes it a little bit easier for the Shadow Fiend.
Ebro Bulldog, not quite 6 yet. I think he can kill Dendi a lot. Like, a hook shot, if he gets great, he's still probably going to die.
Speaking of kills, they'll find Havost here. Gets disrupted up into a Soul Catcher. Does deploy a Stomp. He's got a Doom available as well, but if he throws it out, it's not going to get a kill, and he's probably going to die. Living Armor used up. Now trying to make his escape, but Bulldog's found him with the Battery Assault. One more rocket. One more right click would be enough, but Havost is going to salve up. Juke through the trees. Juke's back around again. Bulldog does track him down through it all, but it's enough to keep him safe in the end.
Nice boost from him.
And actually, they've got Doom. They can just turn around on EGM. They'll Doom him up, they'll Leech Seed him, and they'll just give him some right clicks. That'll be the death. Nicely done, Bulldog. No hookshot available. He's only level 5. Can't do anything here. Well, maybe he can, but Living Armor will change this equation a bit. Now forced to Cog and retreat out, and Havost gets level 7 off of that.
Yeah, and he had the Arcane Boots too. If he didn't have that, he wouldn't have enough mana to pursue that. And he used a Stomp to secure the kill onto the Shadow Demon, make sure he didn't get denied.
Top lane Loda taking quite a bit of damage. Will Dark Pact off the Napalm charges, and yeah, he'll be okay. Can look to heal up now. He's hit level 6 now. So this is often where we see Slark start to rotate. Once they just get their upgraded boots. But he hasn't left the lane just yet. As Force Fishing as well, he's looking for Arise. I think he knows the Firefly ended too. He's going to work his way through the tree line. Arise is still chilling here. And this 4 has not found the angle just yet for this arrow. But he knows he's nearby, it seems. Wants to clean up this range creep and then go for it. Uh-oh. Arise can't be too happy about this. Arrow? No, not going to come.
Mirana's actually a little bit under-leveled. A lot of it has to do with the dual lane. Dendi is about the same, but he has a big old stack there. I think it's a quad stack right now. Yeah, double Satyrs, Wildkin, and Centaur.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
Indeed it is. And the Bat has actually gotten decent farm in the offlane. He's already up to 1100 gold for Arise. 27 CS, considering he gave up an early kill, is pretty decent. And he still holds on to his tower. Though now, as I say that, he gets bullseyed from the side. S4 connects on the arrow. Now Dendi rotates in. He'll look for the kill here, but he cancels that raise, and now Loda jukes. He tries to head north. If they Leech Seed him, he leaps. Just able to make it out safely. Sent back now by Ake. Should be able to get Loda out. And he will escape.
Just needed one more raise. So close to killing him.
There was an initial hesitation on that first raise at the close range one.
But Aki will feed 2 more big creeps at Dendi.
I'm curious to see what Dendi builds, because, you know, I haven't seen him really go for that Midas build very often. He almost always just gets, like, the early treads up, either BKB or Blink next.
Yeah, I've seen him rush Blink, too.
Yeah. Doom bottom on Bulldog. Oh, Havost. He's popped the Scorch Earth. It's only level 2. He'll start diving this one. I don't know if he has the damage or chasing power. No phase boots online. Bulldog dropping low, but the cogs are about to come out. Now the TP reaction. Well, not even needed. Just a walk-in reaction. Needs a hook shot to the face. Bulldog gonna jam it in. And he just finishes off Havost in the end. That's a kill that you can get with phase boots, but without them, just didn't quite have the damage output.
Yep. Indeed. And he actually maxed Devour, too. I think getting max Scorch Earth is a little bit better. It gives you a lot more chasing potential, too. And a lot more damage, for that matter.
Yeah, and also makes you just more durable when you are diving towers. Oh, okay. Maybe Dendi is going Midas here, just sitting on Gloves of Haste.
The farming build.
So with I guess it makes sense, because they're putting Havost into much more of a utility Doom role. He builds up the early Arcane Boots, now he works towards the mech, so they need Dendi to be the hard carry for the team. It's not as much of a dual core.
As for scouting out this jungling shenanigans, maybe he can get an easy kill on Arise.
Loda's actually gone for a Blink Rush on Slark.
I've seen it before. It's not terribly great, though.
And the hero has a very low cooldown leap when it's maxed, but Dendy mid lane looking for AGM. Will clean him up. Now the backstab comes from Loda. Instantly descends on one. Dendy trying to TP out. Will he make it out safely? Just barely in the nick of time. No, ticks down to the poison at the well. Hook shot. Finds come with me. Cogged in. Brought by the battery assault and pulled back in. They've lost 3 here. They're in a world of trouble all of a sudden. The Bears losing a team fight under their own tower. Now maybe losing the tower as well. And Dendy did die in the well.
The blink initiate makes it much easier for Loda to put a lot of pressure. It is an alternative to the Shadow Blade, but Shadow Blade gives you a lot more damage with the attack speed. So,
it worked out there for sure. He just caught them completely off guard.
Yep. Just latch onto the Dazzle. Dazzle's like, well, I used my grave. What do I do now, guys?
Yeah. Now I stand here and watch myself die. I'll send back Loda. We'll go for another blink leap in, most likely, before he leaves. Yep. Just gets off a latch from Zizo, then heads back to the well. Cheeky little plays.
Chen is nice against Doom, though.
Yeah, it's pretty good if you just get Doom, you can send the hero back, or just mech them up and try and keep them alive. That's a pretty important time to find a kill on Dendy, though. His Midas was coming quite soon, and dying there just puts him a little bit behind the curve and brings Loda ahead of it as well. And going for this very aggressive early game build. If you let him get too far ahead, this game can just fall away from you very quickly.
Bat Rider, so close to his Blink Dagger, just 100 more gold. Just needs one more creep, but he might die before he gets it.
Well, there's a jump initiation. Loda once again with the Blink Dagger on the Slark.
Well,
And they'll find the kill.
He's owning with it.
Yeah. Well, I guess question answered. It's pretty legit.
He's making it work, that's for sure. It is nice setup, though. Maybe like a hook shot to follow up and arrow.
Bat died with 2,000 gold as well. He almost had Blink.
Such important timing, though, from them. Delaying these big items. The Midas on Shadow Fiend. The Blink on Bat Rider. They can't really put up that much pressure, though. Doom is, like, relatively fat, but he can't just walk up to people. He doesn't have the move speed to do so. Doesn't have a Blink Dagger. He does have Arcane and almost Mech, but at the same time, how are they going to really catch Loda off guard?
Yeah,
Smoke mid.
Them killing Loda is quite difficult. There's a Purge on the Zizo, then Bulldog comes flying in from downtown with the hook shot. We'll just chase him with the battery assault. Should be his death. Unlikely to see him getting out. Meanwhile, Dendy, that's the real prize. Caught on the backside by Loda. 2 more right clicks. Does he get the last one in time? Ah, he just didn't have the damage output. Even at the Agi treads up, but 1 right click short. Still, though, forces the TP back. Gets the kill on the support, and now Alliance keeping that pressure up. This is what we saw earlier today, was when Cloud9 went ultra greedy in that one game against Alliance. They just got heavily punished, and Alliance, a team that was perhaps best known just for perfecting efficient defensive farming in 6.78, showing a propensity to punish greed in these 2 games today. The one versus Cloud9 and this one as well.
Blink Dagger up on Bat Rider. And looks like Roshan is the next point. They would have liked to take that T1 in mid, especially with Living Armor constantly healing it up now. But, well, see if they can initiate.
Yeah. One thing to consider for Bears is ultimately they are running a Midas and a Max Devour build. So even if they give up a handful of kills, they can still be ahead in gold in the mid game. And Alliance aren't terribly great late either without a lot of kills. Their natural farm is a bit lacking. Nice defensive disruption here from EGM. Then a hook shot will catch out the Bat Rider. He fireflies over the cogs, makes his way out safely, and will be able to escape. But great reactions there from EGM. If he gets lassoed first, then that's a free kill for the Bears.
Yeah, lasso not used though. So in terms of cooldown trading, looks like Bears came out a little bit on top. Wonder if Loda scouts out this Observer Ward in middle. Yeah,
it's a good point. Is that with Slark, you're basically a mobile gem in the sense that you see when you stop gaining the bonus move speed from your ultimate Shadow Dance's passive function, and then you can just say, oh, there's a ward here. Let's try and de-ward it. But so far doesn't seem to have noticed. They're looking for the wraparound. Loda heads towards the jungle, and he almost walks right into Dendy. Backed off for the treads. We'll see whether it's the Blink or the BKB next, but the Tier 1 mid will finally fall. This also goes with the Tier 1 bottom that was denied by Dendy. That's 3 outer towers down, in fact, and, well, Alliance, not the best Roche lineup, but have the positioning on the map to do it now.
In the Chen creeps, in the mech.
And can Bears fight into it?
Oh, it's a fake Roche.
Giving him the runaround. Mid lane. Bulldog gets lassoed out. He gets caught out to start off the fake Roche attempt. Not ideal. Will he buy back for this? No buyback available. Now they even head north, so the Bears might dodge a gank here. Oh, maybe not. Rose gets caught out. Soul Catcher to fly. The arrow is coming from long range. Nails him, does S4. Beautifully done. Now they'll retreat out. They already used their... Actually, no, they still have a Demonic Purge. Dendy has to be careful.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I thought they already used it, but yeah, just the Disruption Soul Catcher. Dendy unwinds the Requiem, but he'll sacrifice his life. A double Requiem along with the death. Then an arrow to come. Nails Zizo. S4 delivering. All these Mirana players that haven't been seen playing much Mirana. First Envy, now S4, and both of them doing work.
Make him look easy. And off the back of that...
Apparently arrow's not a skill shot. It's just too easy. S4 making it look like it's not. Yeah, a big win for Alliance there, of course.
I thought that Bears had the edge there after getting the kill on Clockwork. They just weren't expecting a fight there without Batrider ultimate. They had Doom up though, but nice stun lock by Alliance, making sure that he wasn't able to get anything off. And yeah, the Purge, Shadowfang, I guess he thought that the Demonic Purge was on cooldown. There's really no good reason for him to stay. Maybe like he gets one raise off, but he's still really poor. Just treads Midas and Bottle 15 minutes in.
Yeah, he must have just not realized it hadn't been used yet, because otherwise it's just such a risky move to be running around nearby. And Demonic Purge actually has decent range compared to something like Disruption, so... Does manage to get the kill there on Dendy. That'll slow him down quite a bit, and a lineup that's running Doom and Bat has just not been finding many kills. Scores 4-11. The Bears on the brink of elimination here. I don't know how much they expected coming into the tournament with 3 stand-ins and really no practice, but it's not looking too good for them. They did manage to take down Fnatic. Certainly something to be proud about, but well, I'm sure they'd like to be in the finals against Cloud9. Have another crack at them tomorrow.
The supports haven't really been terribly prepared for Moonlight Shadow too. They smoked anti-Moonlight Shadow and just got a clean initiate on the Doombringer. Come With Me has some in his inventory, but they have to drop them. And easy T2 tower. Looks like it will be a 1-for-1 tower trade, but this completely opens up Roshan to Alliance, and we haven't really seen any Dooms on the Slark too, and Doom traditionally good counter for Slark, but not if you can't actually get to him.
It's been mostly on Bulldog. I think there's been 2 Dooms on him. The lasso will come through. There's a disruption, but they almost get him to the high ground. Not quite though. S4 pushed back a bit, throws out an arrow. Now Havos trapped in the cogs. The Requiem unwinds. It does decent AoE damage to everyone. Hasn't killed anyone off yet though. They managed a Doom on Bulldog, but
why Doom Bulldog? He's already used everything. He uses every single one of his abilities as well as his Blade Mail.
Not the ideal target.
Yeah, they have to start dooming Loda, or at least get kills on him. He's 4-0-5.
There's so much traffic in these fights that it might have been hard for Avos to find the right target, but yeah, that's not ideal. Clockwork's just naturally tanky as well. The strength strategy sitting around like 1150, 1200 HP, and
EGM has been really good with the disrupts though. Like instant disrupt on S4 as soon as he gets lassoed, and he took, I don't think, any damage during that full duration.
Yeah, they almost got him up to the high ground. He still had a leap available, but could have just forced him to spend his time running and not fighting. Instead, he just casually turned around and fired off an arrow. Now they'll go Roche, and they are in great position to take this. Leading by 8k gold, 8k experience. Dendy not ready to fight. Only the Ogre Club online. Your Doom, just a mech, now going towards a BKB of his own. To be fair, BKB will largely deal with Alliance until they get damage items out. Slark working towards Eye of Scotty. Does he actually have it yet? No, Loda still needs a little more farm. S4 almost has the Yasha or the Maelstrom up if he wants it. But they're not going to give this up. The Bears are coming in. They'll blink forward looking for EGM. Once again, Arise just a bit short. Bulldog also off the mark. Both initiators failing to connect here. And now Havos tossing on a level death. They'll purge up Arise. This could open the way for an initiation. Loda blinks in. He looks for the latch from the pounce, but doesn't get it. And they're still sticking near the pit. The Centaur stomps. Double stomp from Ake. Uh-oh. This could be trouble. Arrow runs in now as well. Dendy forced back and now isolated by the Clockwork. They've dusted him up. He's not safe here. Havos isn't particularly safe either. Dendy running towards the neutrals. Where's the backup from? The team's busy chasing someone else. They're just leaving Dendy to die. And he will go down here to Bulldog. One more right click. Gonna get the kill. No, he's still alive. Arrow's gonna snipe him from the side. Nicely done by S4. They just left Dendy on an island that fight. They spent a lot of time chasing other heroes. Now a disruption. Soul Catcher Stomp combination again. And then another Starfall. S4 overwhelming the Bears. Overwhelming this Na'Vi mix. Looking for Come With Me. Looking for Zizu. Can they cancel that TP as well? Yes, they can. It's 4 heroes dead. It's destruction from Alliance. Annihilation of the Bears. They're an endangered species now.
How the heck did Admiral Bulldog find Dendy in the back? I was just watching the main fight where Havos had doomed up Loda, but there was just no follow. They were like watching him run away with Doom and all trying to chase him down.
He just basically ran at him with battery assault.
And
Denny just started running around this way, and then tried to like juke in the neutrals for a little bit. Oh, they might lose an additional hero here. Oh, Havos gets caught out. That's going to be another death potentially, although he is quite tanky. They start unwinding the raises, catching a few heroes. Bulldog deploys his blade mail, now looks to retreat his way out. Can the Clockwork make it out safely? Takes a poison touch, nice mech by Ake. Then the send back as well, it's just in time to keep him alive. And they can just disrupt this bat if they need to and keep on retreating out. Maybe they go back in though. Loda's in position, poised to engage. EGM taking up some sticky napalm. They're waiting for an arrow. They'll let it fly. It does nail a rise. Though a Graves ready on the backside of the fight. Nice timing on the Graves. Izo keeps him in fighting shape, but now Loda's got an eye on a target here. Requiem comes out from Dendy. He doesn't have that many souls though. Only 20. It just doesn't hit that hard. It's enough barely to get that kill. But now the creeps will run him down. Loda will run him down. Another 4 heroes dead. Make it 5. A team wipe once again for Alliance. Oh, it's too much. They've just gotten 9 kills for maybe 2 in the past 20. Or in the past, like, 1-2 minutes.
Talk about Slark being a snowbally hero. He is getting the kills that he needs.
Him and the Mirana. 12, 0, and 19 combined. But I gotta say, I think you're right when you say EGM's disruptions and Ake's Chen have been pristine.
The support play on Alliance has been absolutely ridiculously good.
Arrow finds a Vost. He just TV'd in top to split push. It will be a Doom on S4 here. Might go down, but they've already lost another. Again, the Doom falls, and the mid lane's still getting pushed in. Rack's not dead yet, though Loda wants to force the issue. Might have to back off, and that means Living Armor could bring this Rax back to full HP. Denny will find 2 neutral creeps. Nicely done with the raise. But round 2 of this push is going to be a lot scarier. Loda almost has his Eye of Scotty, just needs about 50 gold for that. Ake has the completed Vlads now. Bulldog working towards an Aghanim Scepter, just picked up a 4-staff. Manta up on the Mirana, and EGM with a 4-staff of his own. So that is like big item pickups.
And on top of that, they have 100% rune or control for Roshan too.
And for the runes as well.
Yeah, Bears were kind of close to contending in the last one, but after those 2 fights, they are in no position to do so. That will be Loda's Eye of Scotty. Well, so much for the Blink Dagger.
The Blink Dagger seems pretty legit. I guess the idea is just that you can just instantly find heroes, catch them in a bad position, and also Pounce is I'd say one of the easier initiations to juke if you see it coming. So that may be the thinking as well. Is just if you just jump right on top of them, it's kind of like a Nyx Blink Dagger, there's much less time to react. Seems to be working for Loda, whatever the thinking is.
It's a really good setup for other spells too.
Yeah, once you get the Pounce off, then that hero is... It's not an actual stun, and it's got some weaknesses, but it is a pretty spammable, high damage lockdown
Is he
spell.
the tree counter?
Slark?
Yeah.
Well, he used to be. When Slark was... When Tree was, like, at his most broken, the old Tree, before they nerfed Living Armor, teams... I think it was Bloodseeker they started picking as the Blood Rage got changed, and it turned into a Purge. And then Slark was the other big one for the damage over time. Keeps on diving Zizo here. He's got the completed Eye of Scotty, and they'll cancel a TP with an arrow. That's going to be another death for the Dazzle. 0-6. Not fun to be an underleveled support in this game. And Loda keeps on hunting for more kills. Blinks forward. Well, talk about space. He's creating a lot now.
So much space created.
There's a BKB almost online for Dendy, but I don't know if he gets this. Bulldog is going to look for him now. Finds him with the hook shot. He's so damn close to this BKB too. I don't know if he gets to buy it in time either. Dendy on the run, kept alive for now. Until that happens. S4 jumps in over the top. Does manage to find the kill as the retreat out comes the other direction. S4 scurries away, tries to run. The mech's here. Loda joins the fray. This is going to be a 2nd kill on Havos. Trying desperately to survive. Arrow once again fishing for a 3rd kill. They'll get the 2. They'll look for the 3rd and Zizo. Another leap in from S4. The right clicks keep on coming. Give the man a triple kill. Come with me. Herded back to the well. That's an ultra kill. Will he get the team wipe? The Rampage. Is it coming? No, it's EGM. EGM stealing the Rampage from his teammate.
Still another Rampage too.
What an asshole.
Can't last hit GG. Gosh, S4, what a noob. Learn a last hit, man.
Getting flamed by Dendy on the big stage, and Dooney does it again.
GG. Well played.
I think he earned that after his drafting today, though.
Man, Alliance has been very like hit or miss with their drafts, though. Like against Cloud9, some of them were just like, eh. But this one, just completely wrecked Bears. I thought they had like decent picks too. First pick Batrider, can't go wrong with that one. You have the Doombringer to counter the Slark. You have Shadow Fiend with against the Potom in mid. That's a pretty good matchup for Shadow Fiend too, and just nothing really worked out for Bears at all.
And everything went Alliance's way. I will say, the one thing I liked about EGM's drafting today was just it was a little more diverse than what we've seen out of Alliance in previous days.
They don't expect Darkseer twice on Admiral Bulldog. They don't expect S4 Mirana mid. They don't expect a Slark too.
They didn't. Nobody expected the Pugna pick earlier either. So
yeah,
I felt like it was a nice mix of styles. They didn't always connect, but it wasn't like DK where every draft worked. But at least they're trying a variety of styles. Which going to the 6.81 is. It's a new ballgame. Certain heroes are not going to be as strong anymore. Others will be increased in strength, and the most versatile teams are going to be the ones that adapt quickly to the newest patch.
Dongarino for life.
Bulldog just shamelessly pandering to Twitch chat. The man has nothing if
he has no shame.
A shameless way about him. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today. That is a nice win for Alliance. They move on for a rematch with Cloud9 in the grand finals. Those are scheduled for tomorrow. Bright and early. Not sure exactly how bright and early. We'll let you know in the chat after this broadcast ends. But before we do, I guess we can just talk about Alliance versus Cloud9. After today, it was a 2-1. Alliance didn't go down too easily, and the Game 2 win was easy for them. So feels to me like a lot of it comes down to the draft, and not like Cloud9 just flat out better than Alliance. They just drafts today.
Yeah, Cloud9 actually proving to be a lot more one-dimensional than Alliance, but the problem is it's really hard to beat, and Alliance had to throw something at them completely different and unexpected, which was the early Pugna pick, and just push them down, took down 2 racks in 20 minutes time. So I think they need to bring the pressure swift and early, punish them for their mass Midas gaming, which they do very often.
Yeah. I guess the one consideration is also Dire side, because when Cloud9's on Dire side, they can pick these greedier drafts and just focus on a lot of physical damage, minus armor from TA, Shadow Shaman, potentially the Luna pick, and it just makes it even harder for Alliance. They have to worry not only about taking it late, but about, even if they're ahead, can they end the game against an Aegis?
Yeah, they can't. I don't think they can play Naga versus it. Naga is... It's a good late game, but Cloud9 just excels at getting to the late game and getting there pretty far ahead of the other team. So I don't think that will work out. I think that the Dire point of consideration is especially important if it goes to 3 games too. If they get Dire twice, Cloud9 has a much higher chances of as them getting Radiant twice. So
well, maybe I guess I don't know if they'll get the winners bracket advantage of at least getting choice of side.
I would pick Dire if I were them, for sure.
Well, they seem to be a lot better on Dire. Guys, with that being said, that wraps up day 1 of Dreamhack Bucharest. Only 1 series remaining. Your grand finals, that's scheduled for bright and early tomorrow, CEST time. So middle of the night if you are from here on the west coast of the United States. But from all of us here at Beyond the Summit, from myself, LD, from Hoodlini, and from K-Pop Tosis, we wish you a good day. We're going to sign off. VODs will be available at youtube.com/BeyondTheSummitTV. Thanks for watching Dreamhack Bucharest. We'll be back tomorrow. See you next time. Cheers.